In a day, I started off my day going to the library and then I started crying over abortion rights. Classic activity to do as a 19-year-old girl. And then I went home and I ate chicken noodle soup and I watched mukbangers eat the craziest shit. I want to be a mukbanger so bad. I just want to eat I'm a savory girl at heart. I just want to eat really savory food, like tomatoes and onions and chilies and like cheese, so much cheese. And I'm like, do actual people eat like this, or is it just a TikTok influence? This is something that only exists on the internet. And I started thinking about that. Anyways, this is everything I got at the library. I just had to get that off my chest. Okay. I was going to do a trip where I got nothing. I was like, I'm not gonna get anything. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I had to show my sister something. Okay, I was going into this trip being like, I'm not gonna get anything except my one hold, because I had one hold to pick up, and I was like, I'm not gonna get anything except this one hold, and I left with how many things? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things. So I left with 2 movies, 2 documentaries, 2 books, and 2 comics. Oh shit. This is my current read. Stalking Jack the Ripper. It's so good. So good. So the first thing I got, no, this is the last thing I got. Also, this is how long my receipt was, and this was only for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was only for 5 of the items. That's how long the receipt is. I was checking out the documentaries just as a last-ditch effort to see if I could get more stuff, even though I truly didn't need anything else. And usually the documentary section at my library sucks. To be fair, I haven't checked it out on my other library's branches. Like, I haven't gone to the other branches to see what they're offering, because I go to, like, I'm not the biggest. The branch, I'm trying to, like, protect my safety. I know nobody's gonna see this, but you still have to be careful. Protect my safety while also simultaneously telling you where I go to. I go to not the largest branch, so I don't go to the main library, but I also don't go to the smallest branch. I'm pretty sure my library is tied with, there's 4 branches. Mine is tied with another one that I also live close to that I should visit. I keep saying I'm gonna go and then I don't go. So I haven't checked out any of the other their documentary stuff, and usually the main library has a really good selection on stuff, and my library is a really good selection, and also libraries, I'm pretty sure every single library in the state, if it has multiple branches, does the cool, awesome thing where you can like request so if something's at the main library and you don't go to the main library, you can request it from the main library and it can come to your local library. So that's a very cool, awesome thing libraries do. So I get the selection, but sometimes it's easier to like see it in person. So I was looking through documentaries and I actually found 2 that looked pretty interesting. I'm going to cover my library's information because they do the thing where they put like that it belongs to blank public library. I'm going to cover that. This one I thought would be really interesting. It's called Murder in Bighorn. It's about Native Indigenous women who, that's contradictory. No, that's not contradictory. I said the same thing twice. It's about Indigenous women who go missing. Indigenous women going missing is like a huge problem in the U.S. It's like a very real issue. Like, Indigenous women are the most likely out of any woman to go missing, to be murdered. That's like a really big issue, and it's something I try to look into one political thing a month. I've been researching abortion for a while now, and I'm not going to stop researching it. So that might be my big project, because with the things I research, I like to have a big project that I slowly pick at, and then a smaller one I like really hone in at. So I think I'm doing some research on Indigenous women, like them going missing. I watched the first episode of this. It was very good. I don't want to say it's good. It was very sad. It was very sad. I generally don't know how people can watch true crime documentaries and not, like, sob. Like, it's just so emotional and terrible, and, like, what these women are going through is awful. But it is important, and I think that would be a good thing to research. Like, that would be an informative, like, that would be good, because as important as abortion is, I feel like it's also important for me to research topics that don't affect me, because we have empathy for a reason. I usually am not a true crime girly. I'm actually very much against true crime. However, this, in my opinion, and I could just tell from, like, reading the back of it, does a very good job at putting the focus and, like, the narrative in the families of the victims' hands, where it's like, this is about Native people. This isn't about, like, people talking about Native people. This isn't about random people that have nothing to do with the case. This is about the family members of the girls whose lives were lost. This is about, you know, the real people. And so I felt comfortable watching it. I felt a lot more comfortable watching it, and I also, again, wanted to be more educated on this topic. I watched the first episode. It was pretty informative. I learned about 2 girls, and yeah, it was just sad. It was just sad. I genuinely think, and this is, like, a big conversation that I'm, like, not fully gonna get into. I'm not barely gonna get into, but I think, like, the whole aesthetic of being like, I'm gonna watch my true crime by Penelope Scott pretty much sums it up, even though I love Penelope Scott and I love that song. But, like, the whole aesthetic of, like, listening to a lot of true crime and, like, getting cozy and, like, hearing your little murder stories is, like, genuinely sick and twisted and a terrible thing to go. And I think, like, the thing that made me realize that I'm against true crime is, like, if I lost a loved one and then some girl did crooked eyeliner in a 40-minute YouTube video talking about, like my loved one's murder was gossip, I would be enraged. I would be humiliated. I would be so angry. So when I do interact with true crime, I try to make sure it really centers the victim and really centers and, like, we can hear a voice for, if not for the victim, but for the victim's family, and that it's doing some good. Because I feel like a lot of true crime people are like, well, I'm trying to, like, help cases be well known. How are you're covering Jack the Ripper. How are you letting Okay. But yeah, this felt really important. I feel like I should pick it up. I don't want to say I'm enjoying it, because it makes me really sad, but I am, glad my library offers this. My library is very much liberal. Very, very liberal, so I really appreciate it. Like, they have really good stuff about, like, abortion and, like, resources for, like, all the books I've gotten about abortion I've gotten through the library, and they have a lot of diversity, and they have stuff about the Palestinian genocide, so they have a lot of, like, good resources, which I really appreciate. So I am very excited for this. I don't know, that doesn't sound right. I am looking forward to educating myself. There we go. Okay, this one's fun. This one's goofy. It's, I can't say that word, an exuban? An exuban? A history of zombies. This just looked fun. I've never been a zombie girl. I was never really into the ghouls and the creatures. That's just, like, not me. Like, I don't have, like, a favorite monster. I don't think I'm more like a mythical creature than I am like a monster. But this just seemed fun. I love a documentary that's just fun and that's just like about a certain, like, just really educates you about a topic. I really enjoy that, and that's like a good time. So I'm very much looking forward to this. I'm really excited to watch this. It's also PBS, so you know it's gonna be good. And I'm hoping it has some fun animation. This is like, it's getting me ready for spooky season. I don't start celebrating spooky season until September. That's my, I feel personally this is gonna sound crazy. I personally feel it's disrespectful to the summer spirits to start celebrating fall any sooner than that. However, I've been getting a little bit, that's why I'm reading this book that's like a thriller. I've recently listened to the Monster Mash, my Halloween playlist, I listened to that. So I'm getting like a little into the spooky vibes because it's literally about to be September in less than a week. But I feel it's disrespectful to fully embrace fall until August is over. That's my opinion. You're allowed to do whatever you want. However, I am excited for this. So maybe I'll wait till September 1st to watch this, but I kind of want to watch it tonight. I'm really excited about it. Okay, I actually got 3 books. I lied to you. I got 3 books. Let me focus on the DVDs first. Oh my god, I still have to cover. Okay, I got 2 Studio Ghibli movies. I actually have 2 Studio Ghibli movies. I had The Boy and the Heron and something Hill. Like a P Hill. Poppy Hill? Poppy Hill. So I might do a Studio Ghibli night. I got this one. I'm so excited to watch this one. It's with the pig. I'm so excited to watch this one. This is the one I'm most excited for, mainly because I saw the clip of, like, I'd rather be a pig than a fascist, and I'm like, yes! I don't know anything about either of these movies, really, but I am really excited. My goal in September, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, just because, here's my thing. Studio Ghibli is, like, not as easily accessible to me because I don't have HBO Max. So I can't watch every single movie that easily. I have to get most of them from the library, and I feel uncomfortable pirating Studio Ghibli just because I appreciate them so much. Like, I don't feel guilty like pirating like Disney stuff because I'm like, but with Studio Ghibli I'm like, I don't want to pirate. So I don't know, maybe I'll have to. I don't want to say have to, maybe I will, but maybe I'll be forced to. But I do, and again, I know it's like, it's not the most evil thing I could do, but I don't feel, it doesn't feel right, like, pirating. They're such a good company, and they're such good movies that, like, it feels disrespectful. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too much into it. Okay. I'm gonna show you my favorite thing last. It's actually something I've already read. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna do books next. These are the books I got. I got 2 adult books, which I really don't get adult books from the library. I've only been reading physically for, like, I've read 3 books. Well, this will be my 3rd. I've read 3 books physically so far, 2.5, and two of them have been children, and one was a nonfiction. So the first one I got is Hunting Prince Dracula. Why couldn't I say that? Okay, I got this because I'm reading Stalking Jack the Ripper, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm like, I feel like after I finish Stalking Jack the Ripper, I'm going to be in the mood for another, like, very similar thing, because I'm really enjoying it. So I picked this up. This is by the same author. I'm really excited to read it. I'm really looking forward to it. So excited about that. And then the next 2 I did pick up because I saw on Book Talk. But also because my library, this is so cutie of them. Who is that? I don't know what to say. Lo-fi? You know, what did she make? Alyssa Liu danced to one of her songs, skated to one of her songs. She has a book club apparently, and so my library put a poster up of her, and it had like a display, like I had a poster of her, and then it had a separate display of like all the books she's read in her book club. So these are both books she's read in her book club, and I picked up both of them because they look so good, and I've heard really good things about them. I know they're also both set. Every single book, like, again, I don't think I've read a single book on her book club, but every single book, like, I recognize is a sad book. Like, I've heard it's a sad book. So I am, like, scared for these. Okay, I honestly don't know if I'll get the Blue Sisters. I want to really bad. How big is it? It's big, girl. Oh, it's just a big girl. It's actually it's not even 400 pages. It's 339. Okay. Yeah, I want to read Blue Sisters really bad. I just don't know if I'll get around to it. I will definitely get around to Open Water. I am scared of this book. I also know it kind of plays with, like, what's the secondary perspective, which I don't love, but it's only 166 pages. I heard this book has to do with, like, masculinity and like a black society and like black culture, and like, I don't know, it just seems really emotional, so I'm gonna try to read it. I don't know, if it makes me too sad, I'm gonna have to stop. And then I got 2 comics. One is the one I put on hold, and the other one I picked up on oh, that says my full legal name. Graphic Batman. Okay, here's my thing. So I picked up 2 comics. I picked up Shadow Batgirl. Okay, so it's about Cassandra Cain. Is that how you say her name? I know nothing about her. She's the only one I don't know. She's not a Robin. She's a Batgirl. So I'm assuming she takes over after Barbara. I'm excited for her. And then I got, guys, I'm so excited about this. Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've actually already read this before, but I want to reread it for a presentation I'm working on about the Ninja Turtles. So I read it in like one sitting. It's very fun. I wish I owned it physically so bad. Like, I wish I owned it myself. But if I ever see it at like a thrift store, I'm copping it. But yeah, that's everything I got. Very successful trip. Very happy with every single thing I got. It's all going to be super fun. I'm not sure what to do next, but we'll see.